Yay! Welcome. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you mean,
Welcome.
yes, there you go.
Welcome. Welcome all.
Welcome. Come on in.
Right, come on in. You want to come in?
Yeah, want to have a seat? Have a seat.
Have
All
a
right.
seat. Have a seat right over there. Right over there. Got your right over there.
Yep, Chris Hansen.
Greetings, fellow
everyone.
horror fans.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Booze, Boobs, and Blood podcast. I'm your humble co-host, Ween,
And I'm Ray.
and we watch and review horror movies so you don't have to.
Oh, but in this case, fucking
But-
watch it. Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go run to the theaters.
Well,
And
actually,
see this.
next week it'll be on Shudder. So
Oh, great.
yeah, I actually am glad that we actually paid to see it because
Me too.
I want to support monetarily things like this.
100%. Get that money, honey.
I want to monetarily support David
Damien
Dastmalchian.
Dastmalchian in a lead role. Yes. Thank you.
He can fucking
Thank you.
get it. Anyhow,
Look.
Look.
You
look,
can get a lot from
You can.
me.
I love that this is
sorry.
I mean, I don't know how old he is. I will look it up.
I want to say he's probably like late 40s, I want to say.
You were right. He's 48.
He's as old as my boyfriend.
There we
That's
are.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, he's probably around my boyfriend's age.
His spouse is her name is the same as a really good romance author that I like. Anyhow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that this is I think this is gonna do something for his career because
I hope it does.
Yeah, he's had these little
he
tiny
can carry a
parts.
movie.
and
He's good.
He can definitely carry a movie. I mean, he's great in everything he's in. He's in the James Gunn Suicide Squad, the second one or whatever they were calling it. It was
he is?
He's
Yeah.
great in it. He's so good in it. And I forgot, he plays I forgot the character. He got polka dots all over himself. Might be polka dots. I don't know. But he's great in it.
Pokey.
Could be. Turn yourself around.
I don't know.
But
okay.
yeah, he's great in it.
Yeah.
There's small things that we've seen him in that was kind of charmed us. We joked, we're like, should we have a podcast for David Dastmalchian movies? I don't know. We're not going to, but wouldn't it be fun? Yeah, I mean,
But we thought
Dark
about
Knight.
it.
Yeah, we thought about it. The Dark Knight.
Seriously considered.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he was great in The Dark Knight. He was brilliant in. Remember when we saw Boogeyman?
Yeah.
He was in
He has
that.
this little
and
tiny
he was
part.
So good, but
Yeah.
but an important role, and he was so good.
He's so good
emotional.
at Ant-Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he can do he can do
it.
comedy.
He
He's
can
got
do
a
it
wide
all.
range. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we liked him in this so very much.
we
he's
kind
great.
you might guess by now. We kind of like this. It's okay.
Yeah, and we weren't
did.
the only ones. We weren't the only
No.
ones who liked this.
No. We were
I
not
guess we should
alone.
talk really quickly about the boycott of this fucking movie. There is a boycott.
Insert Robert Downey Jr. eye roll here.
Yeah.
Or whatever that chick's name is that does it really well. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it, and we should. So the whole thing is there are these standby sort of screens that used to come on old school television if something was happening on it was live. So they usually
Yeah.
just threw a placard up and said, "Please stand by. We're having technical difficulties," and that's kind of what's happening in between. Shit's
Yeah.
going down, and
this movie, and when I didn't know, I knew nothing going into this. So for anybody that doesn't know, this show is about a late night television show host,
Mhm.
a la Stephen Colbert and Jay Leno and
back to
Johnny
Jenna
Carson.
Yep.
And
mhm.
so he was the Craig Ferguson or Conan O'Brien of late night.
Yeah.
It's and they're setting this in the 70s, that he
Because they even mentioned
had a lot of
Carson.
potential, but
Yeah.
he wasn't Carson. He wasn't as popular but he was trying to be.
Yeah.
So
So all this shit happens.
they had
and,
a lot of. We'll be right back.
Yeah, and I don't. It's a little different today. They don't have as many these crazy kooky sort of people on they used to. They would have. You would see all kinds
Oh,
of
it was a free for all.
It was,
wild.
David Letterman used to have what was that? Stupid human tricks where people would come on and just do weird things. So this is kind of he's got a psychic on and blah blah blah. So controversy is because these placards that go up, or these like interstitials that come up, they were AI generated art. I don't know what the budget was for this. I don't know if they did it. I'm sure they did it because they were just like, just find something, we'll just throw it up. Because I don't know if
That's
there were time
precisely my
constraints.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's precisely my thinking was, who knows what their budget was? I don't think it was a lot.
No, and
What they
I'm
had,
sure it
they
wasn't.
used well.
Right, because this is a Shudder film too. So this is a Shudder
Yeah.
and IFC, I think, film.
Yeah.
And so, like, guys, let's just all calm down. It's not like it is literally like 7 seconds.
Was it
7
this
seconds.
movie or what? Or was it a different movie? I feel like it was this movie where, like, you're in the very, very beginning, you know, and they're doing the opening credits. I swear there was like 18 production companies or some shit.
I think it might have been
like-
this one. We were laughing. Yeah,
Jesus
we were laughing. We're like,
Christ.
did
Like,
I do
okay.
something? Did I help produce this? What is happening?
Right.
Yeah. There's so this like okay, no,
crazy.
distributed by IFC. Okay, so production, Image Nation Abu Dhabi, Vic Screen, AGC Studios, Good Friend Films, Future Pictures, Spooky Pictures, and then it's distributed by IFC Films, Shudder, Umbrella Entertainment, Mazel Entertainment. So I'm just
It was
saying,
like 10 people. Like, that's a lot.
they didn't have a ton of money, and so
No.
what they did
So
is
they
they put that
got
into
probably
effects.
as many backers as they could.
Yeah, they got it. They put it into effects, and so they're like, "Oh shit, we need these things." And I'm sorry that they didn't go to an artist to have them create this, but I also don't know what time crunch they were on either. These could have been like last minute. Oh fuck, we forgot to do that. But I mean, we had somebody create a whole Willy's Wonderland over in fucking Scotland and bilked people out of $40 a ticket, all based on AI fucking generated images
Right.
and script. If you really want to worry about something and be upset about that, be upset
The
about
thing-
that.
Here's the other thing. These were they used AI for title cards. This
Yeah.
was not for
It was like those cute little
major
images where it's like
pieces of
somebody's
art.
yeah, like they're like just cartoonish, sort of like somebody's sweeping the floor, or there's
Yeah.
like I mean
They
it's
were title cards.
yeah, like literally
Seriously?
interstitial. Like so, I get the
Something
boycott.
really inconsequential is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, really insignificant.
I totally get the boycott, and if I was an artist, I would be upset too. But this is not where you're gonna. You weren't gonna be making millions from making art for this.
No.
No one's gonna go, oh man, I want a shirt of the interstitial between when someone's heads get ripped off. And somebody, come on, like, spoiler.
Right. Yeah, well.
Anyhow, so that's a controversy on this movie. I felt like we needed to say something just because
So
it is
stupid.
like, if you're gonna
Pick your
boycott, yeah. If you're gonna
Pick your
boycott,
battles.
yeah.
Pick your battles wisely. Like, this is not the hill to die on for that.
No,
Okay? There's
No.
plenty of other AI, you know, taking over artist bullshit that's going around that has, like,
worry about the songwriting and
Legs.
the AI generated voices singing. Worry about that.
yeah.
Worry about books being written by AI. Worry about those kind of things. Like this, yeah. But again, they have every fucking right. You have every right to boycott. You have absolutely every right to boycott, and I don't blame you. I'm just saying I wouldn't, but that's just we didn't. So anyhow, that's just the controversy.
I'm
It's-
blaming them for this movie because that's stupid.
I'm not.
I'm not saying boycotting is stupid. I'm not saying boycotting for the right reasons is stupid, but for this
I'm gonna
movie,
say that's not my
I'm gonna
journey.
say,
That's not
forget
my.
it.
It's not. I'm not an artist, so I can't really. I can't really say don't do something because I'm not an artist. But I just think there's other things that you could be upset about. If this is it, well then I'm sorry.
There are a plethora, not this movie. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. There's
Yeah.
a plethora of other things that have more of a legitimate
Yeah.
stake.
Yeah.
Significant stake. This was not. They were title cards. Get over it.
Can you tell me
Anyway.
about the Rotten Tomatoes about this?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I sure can. I'm going to look it up. I'm sorry. I should have done that. I didn't prep.
I want to say it's like
Here-
97% critics,
Late
but
night.
we're
What is it?
talking
Late.
93 minutes though. Late Night with the Devil.
Thank
No,
you,
it was
sorry.
a quick 93. It moves. There's no like
It was only 90
downtime.
minutes?
93. Mm-hmm.
Wow, it was. It moved really fast.
Yeah, and
Really fast.
shit gets crazy quick.
Oh yeah, okay. So 2003 rated R horror slash mystery and thriller, but it was definitely gory. Okay,
Yep.
it ticked all the boxes. Excuse me. Critic score 97%, audience
It
score
has not moved.
82%.
Yeah, and it has not moved. It is that
Yeah,
it started there and it stayed there. And what was it, 87%?
audience score is 82%.
That's great.
Like
Honestly,
that's very very good.
I have to say,
It
I think
is
people in
it is
our
certified fresh.
I think people in our audience enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so good. So
Yeah.
good.
All
Really
right.
good.
So a little bit about this movie. So first thing I want to mention, and just because I was kind of like whispering in Wayne's ear during this. They talk about, so there's a big part in this. Okay, Jack Delroy really needs a fucking win. He needs these ratings. Um
And this
so
is what,
this
77 is when it's set?
yep. This Halloween too, so
One
it's
year
Halloween.
1 year 1 year after PS Damien Dashmakian was born. Anyway.
Um,
Anyway,
this is
sorry.
the sixth season of the Night Owls with Jack Delroy, which I love that fucking name. I love it.
I do too. Night Owls. Yeah.
And so we learn. Okay, so Jack, we learned through the progression of the film that Jack hasn't been it's just him come back to, like, he'd been out for bereavement because his
Yeah.
wife had passed away. Barbara wasn't her name? I'm looking to see.
It was Melody,
Madeline,
Melody,
Madeline, Minnie,
Madeline, Minnie,
Minnie, Minnie. Yeah,
Madeline.
Madeline, and he called her Minnie.
But we didn't know he called her Minnie yet.
Well, I mean, it's
But it comes up.
yeah.
But yeah, his name is Madeline.
hmm Um,
That she died very quickly and suddenly of cancer. I forget,
it
lung
came on
cancer even,
quickly.
and they said so, like,
Yeah,
they, in toward the beginning, like a few minutes into the film, there's like a little quick little like biopic about him.
yeah,
Like that's about less than 5 minutes.
yeah. It's like
That's
almost like
giving us the
yeah,
audience the quick like pick up to like, here's this guy, here's how long he's been doing the show. He's had some success, but not quite, enough, blah blah blah, where he's trying to get. And then this tragedy hits and he's been gone and out of the papers and out of the media for like a month. Suddenly now he's back and he has this great show
yeah.
that he swears will get him on top, back on top.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should tell each of the we should just describe each of the guests, and that's it.
Okay.
Because I mean, we could get into Bohemian Grove, but I don't think we even I think that's too far.
No.
So, but
I
I
don't
would
want to
say
spoil a thing about this
no.
movie. It
No.
is so good. So good.
Um so you have the first guest is Christou, which I thought this guy was great.
He
I
did
kind of
everybody did a wonderful job.
They
He
did.
was fabulous.
He's
He
great.
was really funny.
And
Well, not
he
funny, but he was really intense.
Well, he's the one who's talking about Minnie, like and he's somebody in the audience with a name with an M, and
He's
um
what do you call him? He's one of
he's
those like
a
he's a cold reader basically.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
psychic
yeah.
on the show.
A lot of these
But
people I've never seen before, except obviously David Dastmalchian. I've never seen almost most of these people in this
yeah.
movie. Like, I'm looking at Ian Bliss. Ian Bliss played the agent, I believe.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me
That
look.
name sounds familiar. Um oh. Okay, he has minor roles on a whole bunch of stuff, but it's like a lot of like people who aren't you won't know like this, but they did fantastic job for people you don't know. Like, this was like a lot of, let's give people a chance to like get these, like, because these are like meaty roles too. These are
Yeah.
meaty parts.
Who am
So
I looking for? The guy that played the magician. What was his name? That
Carmichael
was like,
the
was
Conjurer.
it Carmichael?
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those guys that I've seen in a bunch of shit, like
Mm-hmm.
seen in bit parts. He
I think that's
shined.
I think that's Facial Bazi, I think, possibly. No, maybe not. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. Like, it's hard to see on this thing. No, that's Facial Bazi is Christou.
Yeah, Ian Bliss
played the Conjurer.
yes.
Okay, okay.
He's an Australian actor. Let's see. I'm looking through what I might have
He's had
seen
all
him
yeah,
in.
he's
He's
had a
done a
little
lot of voice work.
yeah, and a lot of like little tiny roles, like
Yeah, like
and
little baby
Superman
roles, but like I've
Returns.
seen
So
him in shit.
yeah. Um. So then we were saying that there's a magician who's a skeptic, Carmichael the Conjurer, and then we have parapsychologist author June Ross Mitchell and June's subject of her last book. And do you remember the name of the book? I know they had it somewhere. It doesn't really matter, but
It's
it's like a
Conversations with the Devil or something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. And her subject, Lily Diabo. Oh, and musician Cleo James. So like
Who we never get to hear,
we never get
sadly.
nope, nope, nope.
But I
But
loved her dress. I loved her outfit, but we never get to
oh,
hear her.
100%. 100%. So, um I don't want to go into much more than that. Just know that once everyone's introduced,
Yeah.
it's very quickly runs
It
off the fucking
speeds the fuck
rails.
up. There's
Yeah.
another touch that I know you pointed out after we got out of the movie and we're talking about it. That was a really neat effect. Um, every time they went to commercial break and you got the
Mhm.
little title card and we would see the characters backstage, it suddenly went from color to black and white.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Which
it
yeah.
just gave it a different feeling.
There was a show that did that, and I can't like a TV show that did that, and for some reason, it makes me think that it's an Aaron Sorkin show. Like, I don't think it. I know it wasn't Sports Night, but it was something like that. Like and somebody might correct me in the comments.
Newsroom?
I don't think the newsroom.
I don't well, that was that Aaron Sorkin?
I believe so, but I don't believe so. I don't believe the back. I don't because that was Jack. Or no. That was Jeff Daniels. I don't
Yeah.
believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. But I could be wrong. But it's a really good touch, and it's like it definitely helps you differentiate and kind of like balance yourself because shit's going
Yeah.
crazy, and then all of a sudden you get to
Hurry up
like
and go
it's
to
like
commercial.
it's breathing room. You get a breathing room to like, okay, well, the thing's crazy is going to happen backstage, right? 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 Um, and I think as far as I want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good stopping right there.
Okay,
It was
let's
so great. You wanna
let's
do
do our
compliment
compliments.
sandwich?
Yeah. So what we do is we start with a top bun is something we liked about the movie. So I almost said book. The the meat is something we didn't like as much, and then we like to end on a high note. And then another pro. So, my dear, would you like to give me your top bun?
I wonder if it's gonna be the same as yours.
Could be.
David Das
Yep.
Makian
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
can carry a movie.
He can. He can, and it's sad that he hasn't yet. He's
It's sad that
handsome.
it's taken him this long. He's very handsome.
He's
He is
handsome. He's got charisma. He is. I mean, I guess he did kind of carry Voyage of the Demeter, sort of, kind of like he was one of the
and that
leads in
was
that.
he was one of the leads, and he was a very different character. He is a wonderful character actor.
He
Like,
is.
he could do anything. Anything.
FYI, Polka Dot Man was his name in Suicide Squad. I was right.
Was it? Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also like he's like so he comes in he finds these roles that
Sorry.
actually like suit him quite well. He books these really good roles like
Yeah.
Denis Villeneuve. Um I'm massacring his last name, but though the director of the new Dune movies. Well, he's
Yeah.
in Dune. He's in first Dune.
Yeah.
He's was in Prisoners that Villeneuve, Denis Villeneuve did, and then Blade Runner 2049 with our new
Right.
favorite guy Ryan
Ryan
Gosling.
Gosling.
Yeah, um, yeah. So like he hasn't had it. Oh, he's from Pennsylvania, Allentown. Oh, Allentown.
Wow.
Um, I mean, I'm looking at his he has quite the he doesn't have a ton, but he's got a good number. I forgot he's an Oppenheimer. He's got a decent part in Oppenheimer too.
Mhm.
So I mean, uh,
I still have to see that. I
so
just
good.
gotta be
Just gotta
prepared,
do it.
you know?
Um, But I'm looking,
And
yeah,
he'd be
so
ready.
yeah, I would agree with you. Like he definitely carries. He can
And
carry a
I
movie.
love that. And I love seeing someone you've seen a lot go, you know, carry on more meaty lead roles and
Mm-hmm.
like start their upward arc. And it's like, yeah, 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 go do that. You're really good and like get
Yeah,
rewarded for good work, you know?
yeah,
It
yeah,
was great. That
yeah.
was my top one. David.
Um, um, I will say I liked his, and just as an add-on, yes, I agree, cosign. But
Yeah.
also, I loved Doi.
Though,
I loved his arc and how his story starts to like come out piece by piece, and
yeah.
like
He starts to get a little bit darker
yeah,
as we progress.
and when the resolution comes, and you and I kind of sat there afterwards, and we were talking about it in the car ride home, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fame will fucking do that to you, man."
It's a
And
slippery slope.
it's a
No
yep,
one is
yep,
safe.
yep. So it's I think he does it well because he's so fucking charming. Even when
Yeah.
he's being a dick in the movie, he's still like charming.
Yeah.
Um,
And I believed him that he was a talk show host.
yes,
Like, I
yes.
believed him that
You
he
could
had
give
been
that.
doing this forever.
You could give Dave, and we've seen David Dastmalchian. Like he hosted the fucking
Oh, right.
Chainsaw Awards,
Yeah. He
so
hosted
he
the
can host
Chainsaw Wars.
shit.
He can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, except we didn't like him dressed like the fucking vampire thing. But other than his like alter ego, some sort of vampire. But he
Yeah.
has, like we said, he has range.
He did.
So all right, let's get to the meat. Something we didn't like as much about the movie.
Do you want to go first? Because I really got to think.
The only thing I can think is um and this is not a con for me. I think it's a con for your general audience. It goes weird places, man. It goes, you have to anticipate your audience is going to go with you and stick with you to the end because it
Yeah.
goes weird fucking places.
It
Um
really does. It really
yeah.
does.
So you got to be ready to like just be like fuck it. I am here for the ride and go with it. And I did, but I can see how other people might like just be like this is too fucking weird for me.
I
But
could see that.
yeah.
I guess my meat would be, it was sort of hinted at during the movie that the studio that I don't know if I want to say and to give it away something. I was going to talk about Madeline and her
Oh.
ghost. You know what I mean. I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil anything. Okay, so
Maybe
maybe
it
I
was a
won't.
little ham-fisted. Maybe it was just a little
It
ham-fisted.
was. It was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
that where we're going?
Yeah.
Um, Tiny pet peeve. I hate, but it totally made sense for the time period and this movie. I hate the concept of there's a point where the magician or whatever is supposed to be hypnotizing people and they
Mhm.
use that swirly thing.
Oh,
That
you
does
said that
fucking
during the movie.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
does nothing.
yeah.
That does nothing. Like, how is that fills me with anxiety. That does not make me calm. And you're supposed to be calm when you're supposed to be in that kind of like sedative state.
Yeah.
Like, no, that makes me like, that gives me anxiety. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm maybe it's a Beetlejuice kind of like knee jerk reaction, but it makes me feel like I'm going down like Beetlejuice's tube or like sandworm or some shit. I'm just like, nope, nope.
I wore
Get
my
out.
Beetlejuice. I wore my Beetlejuice dress to work today. Anyway,
Did you?
yeah, I don't think you can see it. It's a black and white striped dress, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Somebody
I
said,
love
"Oh,
it.
that's like Beetlejuice." I'm like, yes, yes,
Ta-
it is. Thank you. We're friends now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
We're friends.
you.
We're best friends now. All right, let's go to that bottom bun. You want to give me your bottom bun? Buttery
the
bottom bun.
the I don't know. It was so well done. The practical effects.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
Practical effects
For
were
low
great.
budget, for I don't even
For
know how
low
much it
budget
was.
were
Yeah.
super good. But you know what else was low budget that we saw that Shudder did? What was that? Birth
Yeah, that was Birth Rebirth.
Birth, Rebirth. The practical in that was fucking crazy.
Amazing. Yeah.
But it was
Even
a
though that,
low budget movie.
I mean, that movie was a mess. We both,
Disturbing.
I think we both kind of quote unquote, I mean, liked it, but it was like,
It was
I mean,
disturbing.
it was disturbing, and it's hard to again like it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to honestly to Shutter. That Shutter
Yeah.
is stepping up, man. They are, and well, they
They're
also have
stepping up their
AMC money
game.
now too. So yeah, so
That
like
helps because
yeah,
you know what? One of the companies they're kind of trying to compete with is A24.
yeah,
I feel like for horror anyway. I
yeah.
know A24 doesn't solely do horror, but like they're trying to compete.
Well, that and well, and they've blown by Screambox. I mean, Screambox is like I would I'm interested to know how long Screambox will stay around. But
Yeah.
Shutter is like, because I
Maybe
think
get bought out.
maybe that would be kind of interesting, because I think
Mhm.
Screambox is where Terrifier had start. You know, they premiered.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, besides the movies, I think, but you could also watch it on Screambox. So,
Yeah.
oh. I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna kind of like double down on that one too, and just say like, honestly, it's so good to see something fucking different. It's so good to see something different,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Big
like,
time. And
you
not see the
know,
same old recycled shit.
like, I mean, I was thinking about the things that we could have seen this past, like, since January. Spooky Pool, Scary Bear doll thing. I mean, like, Blumhouse, which anymore, I think Blumhouse is a hit or fucking miss. Like, Blumhouse, you get the fucking Black Phone, which was, I thought, was fucking
So
fantastic.
good. So good.
And then you
That
get
was a
fucking,
great movie.
then you get Spooky Pool. It's like, what the fuck? I mean,
A haunted
honestly,
pool? Give me a break.
I would have honestly, like, as even though the execution is awful, I think I would have rather watched fucking Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 more than fucking Spooky Pool. Because at least there was like a fucking plot that wasn't like rich people in their fucking pool. And like, I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Native American ghosts, I think. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. It's stupid. So
Yeah.
anyhow, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm glad that Shutter is taking some chances. And it makes it, and
Yeah.
yeah, like, they have to, because I mean, they're, yeah, like you said, they're, I mean, and well, this is Shutter and IFC Films, and IFC Films for the longest time, because you had IFC Film, IFC at night, or IFC dark, or something like that. That used to be like, that used to be the reigning, king of all of the horror films. Like, they used to have that oh god, 12 movies to die for, that they had every year. It was like a movie, um not a competition, but like, well, yeah, because you would submit people would submit films, and they would pick the 12 that would be like the ones that they would deem 12 movies to die for.
Yeah.
And some good ones came out of that, but that was IFC, I believe, back that. So they've kind of fallen off recently. So this is actually, I think this is their way to get, I think they're limping back into the fight. So
Yeah.
I think if they and Shutter were
And
to make
if
it
they
like
keep bringing stuff like this, they got a good fight ahead of them. I'm
exactly.
trying to look. I'm sorry. I'm on a rabbit hole, sort of. I'm trying to look at, and I don't think IMDb is going to tell me, not easily anyway. I just don't know where to look. Who the companies behind the Boogeyman movie?
Um,
I'm not sure where to find that, or other
uh,
than just googling it,
um, let's see.
because I was wondering if that was A24 as well. I don't think it
That
was
20th
though.
Century Studios.
20. Oh, okay. No,
So
never mind.
20th Century Fox or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. Just
Yeah.
curious.
Which, that was another one we didn't hate.
That was good.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, for a fucking, like, PG-13 movie, I thought it was fine.
exactly.
It was fine.
Which it's like, if you're gonna give me the Boogeyman or Spooky Pool, like,
Right, and also the Boogeyman was also based on Stephen King fucking short story. So I mean,
yeah.
All right. Let's go to our ratings, and then we'll do our
Okay.
grated Parmesan. Okay.
Grated Parmesan. Okay. Shredded Parmesan.
Yeah.
Blood and gore.
2.5.
Yeah, because there wasn't a whole lot.
But when it gets fucking crazy, it gets
But
fucking
when it
crazy.
does, yeah. I'm looking at hold on. I want to look at what IMDb says about its
Oh, the parent.
parental guide. Violence and gore severe.
I have to find. They used to do on Bloody Good Horror. They used to do like They used to read. It's one of those like. Oh God! It's one of those like crazy Christian sites where they take each movie and they put all the warnings for everything that's like upper male nudity, female nudity, blah 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 blah. They have like
Upper male nudity.
Yep. You know, yeah.
Okay.
So this many swear words, yeah. So
Right.
and one of these days I'll find it, and then for one of our crazy movies I'll look it up and we'll read off all the.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Spooky scary.
Oh, this fucking messed with my head a little bit. I'm gonna say a 3 on this one.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. I walked out of there like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's a
was-
mind fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mhm.
Sex and nudity.
Uh,
You say there was
yeah.
none.
No.
Um,
We get an illusion that we are alluded to something, but to me it's like, who cares?
It's alluded. There's an affair that's alluded to, but
it's not an affair because they
it's not
work
really
together.
an affair. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And fun and entertainment.
Oh, fucking 5?
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4.5. 4.5 because
four
it's
and a
like,
half solid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. I was gonna say 5, but I'm like, yeah, but I there's other things that I cannot wait to watch this on Shudder when it comes out.
I was gonna say I will watch this again. I will
Yes.
definitely watch
100%.
this.
Like if I could own it, I'd own it. Like I would put
Yeah.
this on, but I cannot wait. Till
Take
next
my
week.
money.
Yeah, take my money now. So in case you like haven't followed us, what we were saying the whole time, it comes out on Shudder next week, I believe. I think it's the 19th, I believe. And if you don't follow Shudder on all of your socials, you should, because they actually tell you each month what's coming to Shudder.
Yeah.
And some interesting things are coming to Shudder actually. But yeah, I mean, so much fun. Like, and also you and I went to see it together, but also like I loved it. I fucking love this movie. All right, what if you had to give this a letter grade? What would you give it?
A+. A+.
Same.
Great.
Same.
Good.
See this movie.
Original story. Good.
Yeah.
Great effects. Good acting.
100%. Yep.
Great.
You
Great.
can't ask for anything more. Nope.
Who
All
can
right.
ask for anything more?
On that note, you can find us a whole bunch of different fucking places. If you like this, like this video, like and subscribe. Everything helps. Follow us on Spotify. Every fucking thing helps. We have a podcast that we release an episode once a week. Now it used to be bi-weekly, but now it's once a week. And we break things down, usually by franchise or by theme month. This month we are working through Ghostbusters, which has been it's been a grind. Yeah, again, you can find us in different places. How do we end this thing?
Maniacal laugh. What did you say?
Keep it spooky.
Keep it spooky, bitches. Woo!